Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Are you hey okay in your neck of the woods? What up? What up? Manners and respect, man. Are your girl Debbie from Donga Yard? Welcome you all to the Jamaican kitchen. Welcome once more. It is the Jamaican Cooking Journey. Tons and tons of you when you right on over here. Special welcome. Thank you so very much. Those of you who were there with me from the beginning of the journey and they're still here, manners and respect. Having a little throat problem today, family, but it's not any sickness or anything. I just had a good laugh with a friend for hours, and that was just it. We talked and we laughed and we broke out. So that was just it. On today's episode of the Jamaican Cooking Journey, I'll be sharing with you how I prepare some barbecued chicken leg and thigh or chicken leg quarters. So right here, I've got me 4 chicken leg and thighs which I've washed and I've cleaned, and all of these little fats, if you want to remove, you can remove. I want you to take very keen interest in this part of the chicken thigh when you are cleaning it. Inside here, all those little stuff that that sticks in there, you need to get them out, clean them out each time. This is the most important thing. The chicken leg and thighs, unless they come really fatty, doesn't have a lot of so pay keen attention to inside here. Make sure when you're through cleaning up and wash, it looks something like this. Now this is the perfect cut of a chicken leg and thigh. This is how a chicken leg and thigh should look. So I've got 4 of them right here, and I'm going to lay them like this. Right there. Now I'm going to be seasoning, but I want to get a few slots in them. Remember, I have washed them. Get a few slots in them. So I'm using like 3 slots on each one. This is to enable your seasoning to go through them and get it all seasoned to the bone. Get these all seasoned to the bone. This knife should be a little sharper. So now that I've done that, I'm going to go now and get me my hands washed, come back, and I'll proceed in seasoning them. Soon come. Okay, now family, I'm back, and all my seasonings are in: my canned pepper, grated garlic, grated ginger, and I did not use all of my ginger, and all my little herbs that I showed you I had before, and my salt. So to this, I'll be putting about 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil, or probably 1 tablespoon. Now I'm gonna get my hand into this glove. In my grounded spices there, I had pimento seeds, and that's why I'm putting on the glove. But if you don't have to, you don't need to. So you're gonna go now, make sure these little slots, you get all your seasonings right in, turn over in these little places. You're gonna go do that. Rub it in, rubbing in your stuff. You could use your seasonings of choice right here. This is chicken. I think you have got 1 trillion and more ways of seasoning chicken, whether for frying, for roasting, for burning, for stewing, for steaming. There's so many ways. You could never go wrong on chicken and season your chicken. The only way is too much of one thing, over seasoning it. Some people, they use a lot. You could use your sazan, use what you want to use. It's up to you. This way is how I'm doing mine. So you don't have to do it my way. Okay, family? Do your seasoning of choice. I'm going to go finish this now. And when we return, we'll be at a different level. I'm going to be seasoning it, leaving it for about 15 to 20 minutes Overnight, better flavor. I soon come. Okay, now we are back, and the first things first. Remember I said Barbie fried. So we have seasoned, and then we are going to proceed to do a coating for frying. Right over here, I have my oil being preheated with a few garlic pegs in there. Right here, remember we said Barbie, I've got some homemade barbecue sauce. Now friend, you see how much me have? You know, homemade. Okay? And it's cooling down. It's still hot. If you notice, you see a little heat coming out of it. So we're not ready for that, but that is there. It's still really, really warm. But as it cools, it thickens more. So my oil is there preheated. You don't want to preheat your oil and too much of a high heat. You don't want when your chicken pieces get in there, they start burning before they are cooked. Mind you, you don't need to fry these pieces in this oil until they are well done. Because after the frying process, you're going to coat with your barbecue sauce and put it in the oven. So you're just going to fry it probably halfway through. Okay? So that is happening. Now right on over here, this is our seasoned chicken. And I have right here a cornstarch slurry. Use cold water to mix your cornstarch. You could use potato starch, whatever your starch of choice. There are so many starches nowadays. Use one that suits you, okay? So, you want to mix it until it is smooth. Smooth. I think mine is still not properly mixed. You want to mix it until it's smooth. Then you're going to proceed, it's like a slurry, to put it over your chicken. You could marinate your chicken with it too. You could also put it in your flour dry. You could just do anything. So this is just all plain flour. Okay, so you want to get these pieces of chicken coat up in this cornstarch mixture. You see what I'm saying? Now, in the prior clip, I used the olive oil. The olive oil is to help to break down the grated garlic and the grated ginger. Break it down a bit, because you see most of what I used was powdered. So you want to coat up this thing with the cornstarch, riding and whistling. Bear in mind, you know, one then garlic you burn in the oil over here, so you know, because the fowl are going to come too bitter. So that is what is happening. Also, I'm using some used chicken oil, more flavor. You don't want to use it. Every time you use your oil, you can throw it away. I can't afford that. I've got to use mine probably about 2 to 3 times, depending on how it is. So I'm using some used chicken oil. So we're coating up this thing into this cornstarch slurry or whatever. So this is how it will look. Okay? Now, you want to drain it. You know, it's cornstarch, so it doesn't have a lot of loose dripping. This is all plain flour. Some people would want to season their flour. Or some people would want to say, Debbie, oh, you not season your flour. I've already seasoned my chicken thighs. There will be the flavoring of the seasoned chicken. Yeah. There will be, and I can easily put back this in here, so. There will be, let me turn my flame down a bit. The flavor from the seasonings I use on my chicken. Remember, there also is the barbecue sauce that has this world of flavors that will be based in the chicken after the frying process to get it into the oven. So, we want to get this real, authentic Barbie fried flavor. So, you don't want to do too much seasoning and then at the end of it. And that is why we put on the barbecue sauce last and put it in the oven. You don't want to lose that taste there. So if you want to go season your flour some more, you can go ahead. What I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to be just putting on my flour. Let me get my flame down, way down. Because I'm going to be putting on my flour on these chicken thighs. Try to get some down in this is the part that I told you. And you don't have to press it down. No, you don't. You just shake it and have it loose. And I'll be going right back. And I'll be doing the other 3, just like that. When I return, we'll be ready for frying. I soon come. I am back, and this is my, I'm going to be doing 2 at a time. And Jessie may I use it, and she may I use. So if you have a bigger thing frying, you could probably put 4. You don't want to crowd this thing. You want this thing to fry with some hair, have some space around it. You don't want to get too extra saggy. Even though you're going to put the barbecue sauce on it, you want it to come like with a little crunch. So you're going to fry it, let it have space. See? So I'm going to be putting it into my oil. Remember to be gentle whilst you're putting your chicken in your oil for frying. We're going to be frying like this. And this is the perfect temperature for this frying of chicken right here. So we are going to leave it. I'm not going to cover it though. I'm going to leave it there whilst I go prepare the other 2. And when we return, all my 4 thighs should be finished. Then we are going to proceed to grease our casserole. And you know the next what we are going to do. Or if you don't know, stick and stay. And they be down a yard, same way. I soon come. Now family, we are back. We have got a little problem here. What I realize is that I don't have a big casserole to hold all 4. They're really huge, and the other 2 is there. Normally I have some big like cookie tin sheet, but I did not, I didn't search for those. So we're just gonna do 2 to finish the video. I have my casserole here a bit warm. Put it in there, so me think say to that the workless microwave. What you need to do first and foremost, this is how you want to have your chicken crispy. This is the crispiness. Shoot them up, Dad. Okay. Remember I said to you, you don't need to fry them until they're properly done. Look at me here. You notice it's dripping that little bloody water, little juice? It's not properly done. So remember, you don't need to fry them until they're properly done. They look that they're done on the, like they're finished on the outside, but they're not. Okay? So you want to have some juices remaining because we are going to go in the oven. Now what you want to do, or what I would normally do, I would just use a little. You got to grease your casserole for me because of that, the barbecue sauce. You use sugar in there. So you want to grease it reasonably well. Even if it's a non-stick, because you don't want it sticking down. And when you pull it out, so you want to grease it reasonably well. I just use that. Don't do as I do. This oil is hot. And through me an old timer, me know how to angle myself. But you want to grease it reasonably well right here. Okay? And you want to have it right there. I have removed some of my barbecue sauce to cool in an ice bath because it must be properly cooled. These pieces too must be properly cooled. So I'm going to go now, leave them to cool down. The pieces of chicken must be cooled. If you put the barbecue sauce on it too hot, it is going to start running. So we're going to leave them to cool down a bit. And all of that. This will have enough time to be properly cooled. And you can see, look at it. This is the thickness. When it's properly cool, when it's properly done, when you lift it up, it's a clop, clop. Oh, it smells so nice. So we're going to leave that whilst I go and fry my other chicken off camera, which don't have anything to do with the rest of this video. So when we return, I'll be applying the barbecue sauce, putting it into the casserole, and we're now going to use the workless oven here. We're going to use another oven. I tell you the temperature and for how long. I soon come. Okay, now family, we are back. Where is my brush? This thing is halfway cooled down. So you want to start basting. Make sure your barbecue sauce goes into all these little places. You just want to hold it like this. You want it to hold right onto it. It takes time. Please do not rush this process, family. This is what I'll be doing and all of that. Remember, we made some slits here. Get your barbecue sauce in it. Look at me here. Remember, as this thing bakes in the oven, it will get a little darker color. So we are going to finish that now and come back to you. So come. Okay, now properly done, under and over. Spend some time and do it. It is yours, family. And you see how this sauce holds to this chicken. And you know, have nothing drip. Okay, you want to put it here. Right there. So, what you want to do now, just try to be neat and to touch up all these little ends. Okay, we're going to get the other one ready. and come back. Remember all those parts, you put it in there and you want it to bake on. Okay? And all of that. Just gently. Don't leave too much mess of it dripping, because you will have burning easily. I'm going to go get the other one in. You might hear some noise. We're frying the other two to do something. To do it in a different way off camera, because this will show you what we are doing. I'm going to go get this one in. I'm going to get my oven preheated, and we'll return to show you what it looks like. You won't see the oven because it's a way different from where I'm really recording, but you'll see the finished product. Me soon come. So family, this is the finished product. I've managed to get everybody in one place as it was from in the beginning. These I just garnished with a little fresh mint leaves and all of that. Took a little time and so on for me to get to finish this video. So the mint leaves sort of stuck to them, but no problem. You got the idea, you got the picture. This is just for presentation. I want to thank you for your love, thank you for your support, and if you have liked this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to all my channels. When you subscribe, click that notification bell and remember to press option all so you won't miss off any of my videos that are uploaded recently. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. It's a new year. Be you, do you, and most of all, love you. That barbecue sauce will be uploaded for you in the future on another platform, okay, for you to go get it in full, all the ingredients and the method, okay.